Hello and a warm welcome to Conny Decorates today. And as you know, of course, with heart and passion, right? Micha, the cameraman, is here with heart as well. Exactly, and totally relaxed. In a good mood, we just said, let's do a little upcycling idea. These are my old winter rubber boots, which are always really useful out here in the countryside, especially when you're walking the dog. They were broken, and so we thought, why not turn them into a little planting idea, dear friends, and use them for our front door. But if you want to know how this plant decoration works, stay tuned because we're going to show you now. And these are the things we'll need today for our quick little decorating idea, whether it's for the entrance, the balcony, or even the terrace. And that's where we'll get started. This here is the base, and it's my winter rubber boot, which I wore for a long time, but unfortunately it's torn and no longer waterproof. So I really can't use it anymore. And that's why we thought we'd just turn it into a beautiful planter. So I got myself 2 pots of succulents with native house leek, and the fern which I have here was on the terrace the whole time. And this ivy I just took out of the apple crate in the back because it's sprouting like crazy right now, so I thought I could just take some out. I also have some dried old moss. Then I also have a string of lights. Feel free to check the video description. You'll find the link to our website there. Otherwise, at Hof Oelkers in the online shop, we also have string lights available again right now. Take a look around if you like. All right, so I'd say we can get started. First of all, we have this big crack here. Now I'm going to take a knife very carefully. Look, because there's also this wonderful fabric and fleece inside. So I'm going to make the hole a bit bigger here and poke through. I'm just going to be very careful, making sure not to cut anything. And now I'm making more holes here. Again, very carefully, right into the outer material. I'll cut into the fabric a bit more later on. And yes, I'll start by doing this all along the shaft as well. That was a bit trickier because the fabric is really well padded. It was, of course, a bit thicker. Michael just helped me out really nicely and made the holes here for me as well. With a regular rubber boot, it goes really quickly, of course. You can just go into the outer material and you're already through. And then I take my succulents out of the pot, first removing this wonderful soil from the bottom, which you can, of course, always reuse and make good use of. And now I'm going to try very carefully to break apart the succulent here. Very carefully, just like this. It doesn't bother it at all. There's even a bit of moss still attached here. Then I take a second one and just see how many you can fit in here. Now I go into the next hole. I'm really being careful now. I haven't put any moss in yet. Carefully stick this one in here as well. What you can do now, I have a floral pin here, and I gently stick it into my succulents so they sit more securely and don't keep falling out. And I press it in here already, and then you'll see you have great stability. That's exactly what I just did here as well. Otherwise, it could easily slip out. And I'm going to keep doing it like this. I simply put succulents in all the holes and then secure them again with a floral pin. I actually ended up taking the succulents out from the top again. That was really just a mistake in my thinking. Now I've put the moss in at the bottom. So first put the succulents at the bottom, then carefully insert the base for the plants all the way to the front. And now I'm going about halfway up the stem here, and then I can start adding my succulents here as well. Otherwise, they would actually keep falling out, and that wouldn't be very nice. And now I'm coming back here with my succulents, sticking them in, securing them, and then I'll add moss again all the way up or almost to the top. We also still have the plants that we'd like to plant. I've put the succulents in the upper area as well, and now I'm actually taking the soil from the succulents, and yes, I'm carefully putting it in up here already. I was actually able to here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ivy shoots. I've now taken that apart for the time being, and I can very carefully place it into the boot as well. Now I'm taking 3 shoots here, pressing them in very gently as well, and then I have this beautiful fern here. First I would remove all the brown leaves from it. I was actually able to divide it as well. That's perfect, of course, because there isn't much space up here. And this size is really ideal now. Here the small leaves are already coming in, and now it also has plenty of space to really spread out and grow well until we eventually move it again. But for the entrance right now, this is truly, truly wonderful. If we still have a bit of space, I would actually add this large succulent, the mother succulent, right here in the front as well, very carefully pressing it in a little. I actually still have some on the patent hook, and I would just add those here on the side as well. They really do fit in here a little bit more. So I think you could also press the pumpkin in here on the side, and I think just one will be enough. You could also just add a plate here as an extra, but I think this orange pumpkin in the back area is perfect. You could also fix it to a wooden stick like a skewer with some hot glue and stick it in again. That would make it really stable, but I think this way is also enough. It's just going in the entranceway and is well protected. Here too, I'm going to add a few succulents to the side, just up here on the stem. I simply stuck the string lights in at the back here. I also made a little cut here, and now I would very carefully arrange my plants there. I noticed that one of the succulents has unfortunately become a bit loose again. It came out a little bit. The others are actually really secure, and now I'll just gently arrange them around here all the way to the top.
I've kept my heart inside a box, threw away the key.
And we're done. Our little boot is filled, and we really like how it turned out. It's quite small, but still very natural, and I think it will fit in nicely here at our entrance, because in the next video you'll see our entrance decor, and then you'll be able to see this boot again. And of course, we really hope that we were able to inspire you today. We'd love it if you gave us a thumbs up, and of course feel free to subscribe, because that's completely free. So, dear ones, stay very healthy and feel hugged. See you soon. Yours, Conny, and your Mia. Your cameraman. Exactly. See you then, dear ones. Bye.
You found your way under my skin. Now I come undone. The walls that I built on weakest paper, my